Welcome to my Run the Date challenge. It does exactly what it says on the tin. So whatever the date is, that's the amount of kilometres I needed to run. Now you can do this challenge in miles. If you do that, you will be running back-to-back marathons by the end of the month. And I only have 13 days to recover between my Run the Date challenge and my big challenge this year, which is my 5 marathons in 5 days. So for me, kilometres was the right decision. I was sensible, well, like as sensible as you can be, running for weeks on end without a rest day. This challenge was definitely made interesting by the weather. We had storms, Dudley, Eunice and Franklin, all within 7 days, so that definitely made it tougher than I'd anticipated at the start. I started filming just over halfway through the challenge. The first few weeks are tiring, but relatively unremarkable. But yeah, I hope you enjoy sharing my Run the Date challenge with me. I'm waiting for Eunice. Eunice is not here. It's very, very still. I've just pulled up back at home and Eunice is here. The rain and wind have started. We totally got the best of the weather for the day, so that was amazing. Just the last mile or two was a little bit wet, but other than that, wow. One of my shins is a little bit niggly, so it's time to go indoors, get the foam roller out. I've actually got a torture device called the stick, so I'm going to get that on my shins and hope that I'm okay to do my 19 kilometres tomorrow for the 19th. But yeah, great run, great company, great weather, all things considered, and hope everybody stays safe in this storm. I need to go and run about 9 miles for my Run the Date challenge because it's the 19th today, so 19 kilometres. I've done 5 of those at parkrun, but I've got the rest to do in this rain. Well, this is the problem with this challenge in February. This morning, parkrun. The rain held off until we'd finished running. Absolutely lovely day. One puddle, but apart from that, great run. And then all of a sudden heavy snow. So I'm meant to be running around one of the reservoirs now. I can't actually get there, the roads are chock-a-block. So I've dropped Poppy off at her birthday party and I've come to run on Otley Shevin. But it's so hilly and slippy. It was a bit like a winter wonderland. So I'm loving that, but not enjoying how hard it is. It's tough running in this snow. I'm like a kid at Christmas because I was not expecting this. Look. I keep making it snow. Just amusing myself here on the trails. Saturdays are hard on this challenge because I do parkrun first thing and then the rest of the run later, and splitting it up is definitely hard. So struggling a bit, but how can you not have high morale in this wonderland? It's actually magical. And just nobody here. Cannot see the view at all. So I'm going to run up this way into the cloud. Well, that went from beautiful and magical to horrific pretty quickly. Just got back to the car. It's taken me over 2 hours to run 9 miles. The snow, oh my goodness, it melted as quickly as it arrived and it just started making things really difficult. I fell over about 5 times. And it would have been mine and Ben's 12-year wedding anniversary. So I've had a few cries on the way. I've had a few moments of questioning my life choices. Why am I doing this challenge? But I haven't given up and I've got the run done. It's now getting dark. But yeah, I've done it. To do this challenge, you also need to be pretty good at navigation, route planning, because a lot of that I've had to change and make it up as I went. I mean, I wasn't even meant to be running here, but the snow and the traffic jam meant that I just took what I could in my child-free time. But I've done it now. That was traumatic. Tomorrow is a new day, and I'm really hoping to have a better run tomorrow. It's forecast gale force winds and heavy rain all day. Welcome to Pico Race 5. Today the weather is not playing ball, so there's gale force winds forecast, so club gazebos have been banned. I'm going to run down there. I'm going to run just with an empty pack on, but just with my phone and my camera, because there'll be nowhere to put anything. I had to just run a few laps of the field to make it up to 20 kilometres for Run the Date 20k. Yeah, quick change and then go to the food. I'm so hungry now. It's a bit muddy. Well, it's still raining, but I'm leaving with a plate full of cake, so I'm happy. It's been a good day, and I've done all my running for today, so I can now go and have a bath and relax. I'm on the trails on the Harewood Estate again today. This isn't the run that I'd planned, but Yorkshire was absolutely battered last night by Storm Franklin. That's 3 named storms in a week. So that's made this challenge a lot tougher than it needed to be. I'm very tired, didn't sleep last night, wheelie bins bouncing down the street. Sleep's obviously very important as I get to the last 8 days of this challenge. It's a half marathon today, and then obviously being an accumulator, it steps up each day by a kilometre, so that's more than 4 marathons that I need to run in the next 8 days. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it's completely flooded out all over here, so I don't know how wet the trails are going to be today, but I'm hoping it's not too hard after yesterday's race. Well, this is wet and muddy. I need to climb through a tree, so I might have to put this camera away. There's been so many fallen trees. Maybe this is the 10th on the route. Luckily they're all manageable and you can get through, but here it's such deep mud where you step over that trunk. But yeah, thanks Storm Franklin. That run was a challenge. Storm Franklin was still here. There were points that I was running downhill and having to lean fully horizontal to get down the hill because the headwind was so strong. Definitely made me feel alive though. Really enjoyed it. I was lucky with those trails because with all the flooding they weren't actually too bad, so I'm really pleased to have got my half marathon done today, and yeah, time to go and refuel so that I'm ready for tomorrow's run. Only 7 more runs to go though, so I do feel like I'm counting down now, so that's definitely helping me mentally. I'm at the turnaround point of today's run. It's an out and back today along the Liverpool Canal. I've battled today, battled out here from Kirkstall to Appley Bridge, but this headwind all the way out has been hard, but it's making me really excited to head back because I'm going to have a tailwind all the way and I'll be running away from this rain. So the rain's going to be chasing me back to Leeds. The sun's back out and it's absolutely glorious being pushed back to Leeds. This tailwind, oh, it's amazing. I'm loving it. Thank goodness it was this way around and not the other way. There's still some pretty bad flooding around. Looking at this pylon, it looks like somebody's built it in a river. That's not a river, that's a field, but there's waves on it. Just finished today's run. It was a really good one today actually. Very, very windy. I'm sure you can hear these trees rustling above me. I forgot to say, I'm wearing my Parkrun Adventurers Christmas buff because I needed cheering up and it totally worked. And this amazing artwork has cheered me up too. Isn't it incredible? I love things like that, street art. It's just brilliant. It just makes you feel happy. 6 more runs to go now, so it sort of feels like the end is in sight. Although there's over 3 marathons to run in the next 6 days, I'm sure it'll be fine. Day 23. We're at the beautiful Houston Reservoir. This is where I was meant to come on the 19th, but I couldn't because of the snow. So I'm here today juggling children. So I've already done 5k early this morning. We're going to do about 12k now, and then I've got a 5k race tonight. There's more flooding here as well. All of the trees over there are all underwater. We've met a hurdle. The girls are doing so well though. That was an amazing adventure. We were so lucky with the weather and it's such a beautiful place to come for a run. We've done just over 8 miles, so that's perfect. Just my 5k tonight and I think I'm done, but I will check the maths. We're celebrating in the best way possible with ice creams. These guys were amazing. Thank you so much. Rose surprised me halfway round with a penguin, the chocolate bar, not the bird, which was amazing, and Poppy carried all my water and my kit, so it was actually a really lovely run today, so yay! Thank you girls. It's still the 23rd and I've got 5 kilometres left to run for my 23 kilometres. I've just pulled up at the Brownlee Centre, which is the UK's first purpose-built triathlon training centre. It's a 1 mile circuit. We're doing a 5k race tonight.
3, 2, 1, go!
Another reason to do this race is to get a chocolate bar at the end, so I'd entered the season ticket, so I'm coming for my chocolate bar. Really enjoyed that. Day 24. I'm having one of those days. This is not going to be a good run. We've driven down from Leeds to Norwich, so spent most of the day in the car. It's half term, so these last 5 days, well the last 4 days, because then Poppy's back at school for the final day, but a bit of a struggle as a single parent when you undertake big running challenges. Sometimes you need some help. So we've come down to Norwich so Poppy can spend time with my mum and my sister and her cousins, and I can run guilt-free. I set off, I'm only 2 miles in, set off in gorgeous sunshine, and it's already hailing, pretty big chunks of hail, and I've got my sunglasses. I don't have a cap. I don't have lots of the things I would normally need, so I'm gonna have to suck it up. I'm out in it for a couple of hours and it is what it is. Oh my goodness, this is actually settling. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see this. Ow, that really, it hurts. Okay. Well, so this wasn't part of the plan. I wonder if I can catch any. Can you hear them hitting? I can't really catch them. Anyway, so this is a lot of hail. You see them on the road. Anyway, I'm doing loops of Whitlingham because I thought it'd be nice to run around the lake in the sunshine. Ow. Right, I don't know why I'm stopping. I'm going to be out in it for ages. I should just go. Wish me luck! It has actually stopped hailing and it's quite nice now. Quite a nice place to be. The sky still looks rather threatening. But I forgot to say actually that Poppy did even worse than me because she forgot to pack any knickers or socks. So yeah, we need to sort that out, but I'll get my run done and then worry about that. It's not really the lovely day I was anticipating. The lake is like the sea, look at these waves. And it's just started to rain again, so I'm going to stop and get a jacket out before I get too cold. Not loving this run, I'm not going to lie. I need a cap, not sunglasses. What a difference 90 minutes can make. It's still super windy, I don't know if you'll hear me, but look at this for an evening now. I feel like this run has been like a metaphor for life or something because I've had to weather the storm and it's all turned out right in the end. It's just beautiful. The sun is just about to set over the lake. I survived today's run. That was a hard one. I'm so pleased it stopped raining because otherwise I think I really would have struggled. That hail was insane. But now only 4 days to go, so the finish line is in sight, although I've still got, is it 66 miles, something like that, over the next 4 days. So still a lot of running to do, but one run at a time and just tick them off. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow and hoping that that's a slightly easier run. 4 days to go. Oh, I'm at the sharp end now. Today's the first day that I've thought, don't really want to start running today. It feels hard work to get going. Pleased to have left the house and be starting the run. I think that's always the hardest bit, but I'm heading out on the Marriott's Way. It's nearly 25 miles, I think, of flat path from Norwich to Aylsham. So I'll just be doing a section of that and out and back. So an easy-ish one. I might not have picked the best surface. It's so muddy. Three miles in, I'm thinking I might have made a mistake. This is really hard work. It's so muddy. It is lovely and quiet. It's beautiful. But, oh, it's so muddy. I've reached my turnaround point. Hooray! Do you know what though? I miss corners. It goes so slowly and feels like you're not getting anywhere when you run along a straight line. And I miss hills. I use hills to refuel, so I miss walking up hills eating. It's hard to remember to refuel when you're on just a long straight path. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have chosen a disused railway track because obviously that's going to be a long straight line. But I tell you what, it makes navigation easy. I did it! Hooray! Day 25 done. 3 more days to go. It feels really close now. I've parked the car in the supermarket car park to do that run, so I've just quickly changed because I get so cold as soon as I stop running. I'm going to go into the supermarket, buy everything that they have to eat, probably just everything on every shelf. I'm so hungry. And then tonight I'm doing something that is not going to help my running at all, but it's very fun, and life is short, so we don't always have to make sensible decisions. It's parkrun day, a bit of lightness in a difficult week. So I'm very pleased that we've got sunshine out, blue skies, and here we are at North Walsham High School to do North Walsham parkrun. Three runs left to go in my Run a Day challenge to complete February, so I need to go out and finish my 26 kilometres for today. I've just pulled up at Haysborough Lifeboat Station at Cart Gap, and I really fancy running without a bag today, so I think what I'm going to do is run north for 5 kilometres, then back to the car as my aid station, and then south for 5 kilometres and then back. I may need just to do 1 kilometre or so just to finish up, but I'll be running alongside the coast, which I absolutely love, and I miss that living in Leeds. So yes, I'm tired, yes this is hard, but I just feel lucky. Look at this. Finally, an absolutely glorious day in February. It's actually warm, it's not that windy, there's no storms forecast, no surprise hail. I'm passing quite a few bits of massive coastal erosion, but the highlight has to be Haysborough Lighthouse. Don't walk too close to the cliff edge. My goodness, the path is completely eroded. So that's the path I want, but I would fall down the cliff, and there's the path. Here's the path. And he's falling off a cliff. Path. Cliff. There's nobody around and it's ridiculously beautiful. The wind has picked up, but this is near perfection. The Norfolk coast is just something else. I decided to run my last 3 miles back actually along the beach, but it's really hard work. Sort of thinking maybe I didn't think it through properly. Oh, try not to get wet feet. I came in a bit closer than I was expecting. Yeah, on tired legs this is hard, but I do love it, so It's worth it. Hooray! Run done! This is so cold. It's actually pretty painful. But in a really nice way, it's like numbing my tired feet. Oh my goodness, I did it! Only 2 runs to go! It's the penultimate day! Ah! So excited. Ready for it to be over now. It's the last day of half term today, so we're driving back to Leeds. So it's the necessary evil of road running. I don't really have time to explore trails that I don't really know, so I'm on quiet country lanes, just gonna get my 17 miles done and yeah, get in the car and drive. Luckily it's a gorgeous sunny day again, so that's making it a bit easier. Yeah, did not want to do this run today. Trying to give myself a million excuses as to why I wasn't ready to get out of the door, so I'm feeling really, really happy to have started my run now. I'm a couple of miles in. Feels like I can do it now, whereas before I left the house, it just felt like I couldn't. I went rogue. I saw a footpath and I couldn't resist it, and it was worked out okay, it's not that muddy. But this run, my hips, my knees are just starting to say, is this a good idea? Please stop running. And I'm trying to say, I know it's not a good idea, but yes, you have to keep running. So I've rewarded them with this beautiful path. That's better than a road, isn't it? I did it. It was definitely a relief to finish my run today because that was hard. But just 1 run to go. I know I'm not going to feel like starting my run tomorrow, but as soon as I start it, I think I know I can complete it. And yeah, in the middle of this challenge, it feels so long. But now there's just 1 run left. I made it. It is the 28th of February, the final day of my Run the Date challenge. It's a miserable day. Nothing in me wants to get out of this car and go for a run. It's raining, it's grey, it looks miserable. I'm tired. I don't really want to run 17 plus miles after a week of running over 100 miles. But I can't not complete the challenge, so I'm going to go and have a word with myself and try and get myself out there in the rain. For what will be about a 3-hour run. I don't want to do it. After much procrastination, I got out of the car and it's brightening up. I'm so happy. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, thank goodness. So 3 loops of the Harewood Estate, and then I think I need to make up like a final little mile, but it's spitting with rain, but this is nothing compared to what I thought it was going to be like, so please stay like this. My whole body aches, my knee hurts, but this is a pretty nice place to be on a Monday morning, so I'm just trying to stay positive and get these miles done. Good morning. They're all just staring at me. Oh no, whoops, my voice scared them. Sorry. Oh, they're so lovely. How can I run when there's such beautiful creatures? I'm fully distracted. I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it. I did it. I did it. That was ridiculously hard, but I'm so grateful to the weather. I was really lucky today, and Mother Nature played a part because there was so much wildlife. There were woodpeckers and red kites and the little piggy, and the deer were amazing. So that kept me going. I didn't even put music on my whole run because I was just in it, and that was really wonderful. So I did it. I did it. I'm so tired. Can I stop running now, please? I hope you enjoyed sharing my Run the Date challenge with me. I did it. A couple of things I would say about it. I wouldn't attempt this challenge unless you are used to volume training. So unless you've run at least a couple of marathons, you need to know your body pretty well, understand any niggles that you might have. The other thing I'd say is be prepared to quit. So running every day without a rest day will increase your risk of injury. So I was prepared to bail on that at any point if I felt that my 5 marathons in 5 days was in jeopardy. Luckily, that didn't happen at any point, so I'm thankful for that. It will make you very tired, very grumpy, and very, very hungry. So it's worth telling the important people in your life what you're doing. Hopefully they might cook you a few meals and be really nice to you, because you definitely need that. It's a brilliant way to start the year with really good endurance, and it works really well for me as a training block going into my 5 in 5. I struggle sometimes with those long runs over the winter when the weather's not so nice, so having committed to something worked really well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. My 5 in 5 challenge starts soon, so hit that subscribe button and hit the bell if you'd like to receive notifications about upcoming videos. If you've got any questions, then just drop them in the comments box below. But otherwise, happy running, and I will see you on the next adventure.